Good morning and welcome to Cooking with Sally J. A few minutes ago I just got done making the Nelly mixed nut bars, and now we're going to make porcupines. That's what my mother always called them, porcupines. It's really Rice Krispies and chopped dates and all that. We're going to make that right now. I love these things, but I tell you, I don't like making them because I don't like my hands getting burned and rolling them into balls, and they seem to be time consuming. But it's early enough in the day that I guess I shouldn't complain and whine. But these are one of Bruce's favorites too, so we'll do it. So you're going to need 2 sticks of margarine. This is Christmas Eve morning. I just said 2 cups of margarine, I'm pretty sure, right? No, it's 1 cup of margarine, so 2 sticks of it. You only need 1 cup altogether. And we're going to have that melt with 2 cups of sugar. And you're going to need, the recipe calls for 1 box of chopped dates. You know what? That's how I know what to do. 1 box of chopped dates when I was a kid worked out to 2 cups. 1 box of chopped dates worked out to 2 cups of dates. So you do need 2 cups, because when I go with just the bag, I find that it's not quite enough date in it. So I'm glad I did that this morning, because I haven't done that before and I always wondered. So you want 2 cups of chopped dates. You're going to just pour that all together and mix it while it's cooking. And it needs to, once you get this all together and it's all melted in together, and you probably should have it on about 6 or medium heat. So your first 3 ingredients is just sugar, butter, and dates. And you want this to come to a boil. And you want it to boil 10 or 15 minutes. So it's best to have it on, you don't want it boiling on high speed. So medium speed is where you do need it to be. Okay, while I'm waiting for that to come to a boil, I am going to take the coconut and put it in a bigger bowl. For me, the easy thing would just be dump the coconut in the mixture, but it's not what you do. You're going to roll, once your balls are made, you're going to roll them in the coconut. That's not for right now. I'm just getting ready. Getting ready. Hear music in the background. Again, it's Tinkerbell. My little granddaughter is hooked on Tinkerbell. Okay, also to that batter, before it comes to a boil, you want to add in 2 beaten eggs. And stir that up really good. But I usually add those once the sugar, dates, and sugar, dates, butter. It's like, okay, Sally, alert, alert. Okay, once your sugar, your butter, and your eggs are melted pretty good, then add your eggs and stir it in good. And then it needs to come to a boil for 10 to 15 minutes. My brain gets working too fast, and I thought it'd be better today because I don't have a ton of projects. I got cooking things that I want to do. Like I want to make a chocolate pie. I don't want to have to do a lot of cooking tomorrow. I want it done ahead today. So I do have cooking that I got to get done. But other than that, I don't have a lot on my plate. But my brain seems to be flying. You do need to keep stirring, and this is the part that I would rather just turn the heat up and let it go fast, but you can't do that. Okay, so this is boiling pretty good, and so you want it to boil until it's thick, and this is getting thick. This is what it should look like as it gets thicker, it gets darker. Okay? So it's thickened up. So we're going to get ready now to put in the Rice Krispies. So we're going to add 6 cups of Rice Krispies to this mixture. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I probably could have done the vanilla first, but it doesn't really matter. Just circle it around there. Well, I only get a little more than 2 that time. Sorry. I shut my burner off and I'm going to slide it over here. I do not want it to continue to cook. Okay, so then you're just going to mix it up really good till all the Rice Krispies are covered. Now, I guess a person could spread them out in a sheet pan and just have like a Rice Krispie date treat type thing. I have never done that. I just do my kids will watch this and tell me I have done it, but okay, I don't recall ever doing that. Let's put it that way. I might have, but I can't imagine. Anytime I make these, I always have to make them into balls. So, but my brain wants to say that I might have done it in squares once. So I don't know. Might have. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And now you do have, it's important to wait till it cools a little bit because you will burn your hands. I will give you a picture of what they look like. So we're going to wait a few minutes before we make them into balls. Okay, so they've cooled off. I've let them cool off probably 10 minutes. They're still quite warm, and they may be quite warm to the touch too. So what I will do is I'll just put a little bit of butter on my hands. That's what my mom always did. Butter could probably burn your hands more, right? I don't know. So you're just going to take your scoop. They're not bad. And you're just going to roll them into a 1-inch ball. So you want your smallest cookie scoop or a teaspoon. And then you just roll it in coconut and lay it on your parchment paper. That's all there is to that. Sometimes you might have to squeeze it a little bit to keep the form. And I don't bother with a real big roll-in. I just kind of throw some coconut over the top. It depends on what your patience levels is like. And as you guys know by now, I don't have a high threshold for patience. I should. I do have patience for some things, but and there's other things that it's like, I don't want to stand here all day and roll balls. Although you're not going to be here all day. But they are worth the treat. They are very, very tasty. Now that one was hot. The further down to the bottom of the pan you go, the hotter it can get. So just be careful on that, and having your hands coated in butter does help. Okay, so these are the porcupines that we call them. You may want to call them date balls. All completed. If you've enjoyed this segment of Cooking with Sally J, if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. Share my recipes with anybody you want to share them with. I don't care. These are an old family recipe. I don't know where they came from, honestly. My mother always made them, so I don't know if they came from Grammy Lavasser. I really don't know where they came from, but they're very good, and it's a tradition. I only make them, usually the only time I make them is at Christmas time. I might at Valentine's Day, but very, very rare. So anyway, again, if you liked it, hit subscribe. You'll also find me on Cooking with Sally J on my Facebook page. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. It's Christmas Eve here. By the time you watch this video, Christmas will be over, but I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and that your new year will be full of blessings. God bless.